Okay, I have the PE800, and if you're having problems like me where your tension looks off, but it's not your tension, if it keeps saying check and rethread upper thread, and when you take it off, it looks like this. I know that there's been videos on here about sanding down this part, because sometimes your thread can get stuck there, sanding this edge. I had already done all that. I actually got this machine from somebody off of Facebook Marketplace that was having the problem, and it was just staying in one spot and constantly getting stuck on the bobbin below. And there's also a thing about shaving off the inside of here. So you're going to want to take this off. This piece, there's a screw here and a screw in the back. And you're going to want to be looking right here. So if there's a big divot in here, sand that down with the nail filer. But this is your biggest enemy right here. Let me get my tweezers. This little guy. Right there. That's going to be your worst enemy. I have to look at it every time I'm threading through this little hole. I have to make sure my thread goes under it. So it's right in there, you can see it. Right there. That right there. So when I thread it, I have to make sure my thread goes down and around and hooks on that little hook. If it doesn't, it'll say check and rethread upper thread. So one common mistake is it's probably not wrapped around that. So I have to double check every time it gets wrapped around that. And then you go down and up and around. But if you did that and it's still causing these problems, make sure you filed this down and make sure there's nothing caught on that little hooky guy right there. And I promise you, I looked 100 times. I knew what I was looking for. And I still went looking for YouTube videos. I knew that this guy was the problem. But I couldn't find anything blocking him, and it was wrapped around it. Everything seemed fine. If you're still having problems and you don't see anything blocking it, and it's not your bobbin tension, it specifically says check rethread upper thread. It's doing a bunch of this and then this nest of thread back here. This is what you need to do. You're literally going to take your thread down here or in here and grab it up here, and you're going to floss it back and forth. That's what I did. And I found this big, almost bug spider looking mess of thread back there that I haven't used black thread for the last 3-4 projects that I've done. So it's been in there for a while. So do a little floss and make sure it's caught on that little hook down there and just floss it back and forth. See if it can pull anything out of there. You can also turn your machine around and really look down in there. If you need to look from the back, it might help too. But odds are you have thread stuck in there, or maybe even up here that you didn't know you had. So just check. You can also, I believe, don't pop this off, but you can kind of look back in here too. Just give it a good look-see. You probably have some thread stuck somewhere in there, because that was my problem. It was literally this big bunch of thread caught somewhere, and I saw it through this little bitty hole. When I went to look at my hook, it was just a black spider looking thing, and I knew that that's what the problem was. Hope this helps. I wish you all the best. I know that it made for a terrible day, but I finally figured it out and now my day is looking up. So I wish the best for you all.